Hello, welcome to Ethnic Creative Cooking. I'm glad that you joined me today because we're making healthy Oaty buckwheat pancakes today. So grab a seat and let's get started. Okay, into this bowl I am going to put in actually 1/3 of a cup of buckwheat flour. Okay, buckwheat flour is very, very good for you, but it doesn't have any gluten in it. So that means that it doesn't have any elasticity to it. So we're going to put in a couple of healthy products here. So 1/3 of a cup of buckwheat flour. Okay, you can get this at the grocery store in the healthy flour section. Okay, then we're going to put in 2/3 of a cup of whole wheat flour. Okay, so just measure it out, 2/3 of a cup. Okay, so here's 1/3, and here is the second third. Okay, so there's our whole wheat flour in there. Okay, and then after that, we're going to also put in there some oats. Okay, oats are good for you as well, and they're not glutinous either. So. So 1/4 of a cup of rolled oats, okay? So all of these products right now that I put in here are really good for you, okay? So we're going to now put in our baking powder, which is our leavening agent, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. And I always get the aluminum-free kind, and for reasons of health, okay? So then we're going to put that in there as well. Okay, there we go. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of mix these around a bit. Put a well right in the center of this so I can put my liquid ingredients in there. So we're going to put in 1½ cups of buttermilk, okay? And that goes right in there, like so. Okay. And then we're going to put in there 1 egg yolk. Okay, so I'm going to actually set this aside right now. Hopefully it won't roll off and fall on the floor. Okay, so one will be egg whites and the other one will be egg yolks. So let's do this. Got our egg yolk in one side. We only need 1 egg yolk, but we need 3 egg whites. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. One more. So let's put the egg yolk in here because we're going to use one of those. Okay, and then we're going to separate again 1 more egg. So the whites go in one side, and you can save the whites because we're going to use them in this recipe actually, but we have to get them into stiff peaks first. Okay, so and just go back and forth on your. And this was our last one right here. Okay, back and forth. Trying to get that white off of there. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so our yolk goes right in here. At this particular moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these together. Here, this batter. And after it's mixed together, stop stirring because you can overmix. Leavening is the baking powder, but we're also going to use the leavening and the egg whites. So follow me over here, and let's use our mixer here. Okay, and put 3 egg whites in here, and then we're just going to mix these until so once you have the egg whites done, just go ahead and push this up here and take off that right there. There we go. And we're going to now fold this in together, okay? So let's take this over here and hang it together for another few minutes here. So these are stiff, and it takes a while. If you use them at room temperature, it's way better, okay? So we're just gonna put these in here, and then we're gonna fold in the egg whites, okay? So you have to have a big enough bowl to do this, okay? That's why I used a large bowl, okay? To do the folding in portion of this particular recipe. So the egg whites actually give some leavening power to the mixture here, to the pancakes. So we're just gonna up and over, okay? Up and over, and it makes it a really light type batter. And these pancakes are so good, and they don't have any sugar in them, okay? No sugar, no oil. They just have animal fat in them from the egg yolk and then the buttermilk, okay? But they are vegetarian, okay? So getting there, just a little bit more on the folding in technique here. I love these. My students love these, and they're so healthy. So in my nutrition and conditioning class, I have this recipe, and they absolutely love this recipe. Well, it's time to make the pancakes and to make some raspberry sauce as well. So let's go ahead and get these started on here. So I'm going to use a little bit of coconut spray so they don't stick here. And then I'm just going to scoop these out of here and put them right on here. So, and try to make them round, you know. You can use a device to get them perfectly shaped if you'd like to. There we go, that one's better. And so use a grill to do this portion. And we'll have to flip these over here in a little bit. Shape there. Okay. So it makes quite a few pancakes, which is nice. The fluffiness of the egg whites really makes it quite a bit of batter. Okay. So now let's go into the raspberry sauce here. So 1 cup of raspberries, okay, and then 2 teaspoons of lemon juice or lime juice, whatever you have on hand. So, but I do like to get mine, I like to squeeze mine fresh. So it always tastes better than the stuff that you buy in the frozen or refrigerator section. And then we're also going to put in 2 tablespoons worth of honey. And let me get out a tablespoon here. So this is honey, so we're going to do 2 tablespoons of this. And sometimes my honey gets crystallized. So if that happens to you, just take it out of here like so. There we go. So 2 tablespoons of honey. And we're using honey because it's better for you. And it has vitamins and minerals in it that sugar does not have in it. It also defends against you know, like allergies and things like that, especially if you buy local honey. So it's good for that, okay? Let's check out the pancakes here and see how they're doing. So this one went first. Let's flip it over. See how beautiful they are? I love them. They're really pretty. Okay, this one isn't directly over the heat, so it might not be ready, but we'll flip it over. And then this one here. Okay, we'll wait on that one there. So let's let them rise up here. And I also turn this on medium heat here, and we'll have to stir these. Okay, so let me get out a spoon here. So just the heat alone, you don't have to put any liquid in here. The honey serves that purpose, and just kind of get these going here. So we get our raspberry sauce. So we can put something healthy over our pancakes. Flip this one over here. All right, so let's get out a plate here to plate these up nicely. Make sure that all your other elements are not on. Either that or it might break your plate. Okay, so I think that we're ready on the first pancake. I think it's ready to come off of the grill. Do not push down on pancakes because it takes away from the fluffiness that they should have. So just kind of, and you shouldn't be flipping them back and forth and back and forth and back and forth either, because that kind of ruins the pancake as well, okay? So we're gonna take this off of here. So we have one pancake done. And then this will be our second one here. And we're gonna look at the raspberry sauce here. See, it's deconstructing nicely here. And just keep stirring it. You can use frozen berries if you want to. You can also use different types of berries. You can use blackberries, blueberries, whatever. All right, as soon as these start to boil, the sauce really starts to thicken up a lot. Then if you turn it off, it thickens up even more. And then we'll put it in a nice serving container. So here we go. These are done now. So we're just gonna put them up here and then this one here. So we have a stack of 4 pancakes. Okay, it's time to plate up. So that's that best time in the show, right? So I have my raspberry sauce here that we made that's still warm. Okay, it's thickening up as it cools down. And then I have my favorites here. This is the type of syrup that you would use if you want corn syrup and other things that are fake in your maple syrup, because this has no maple syrup in it, 100% not at all. It's flavored, okay? You can get pure maple syrup. This one happens to be from Vermont, and it's called Run Amok, and it is pure maple syrup. It's delicious, okay? And it's better for you, okay? And then I like this one. This is one of my favorites, the cinnamon apple syrup from Stonewall Kitchens, and this is actually my favorite. I love it, okay? And it's all natural as well, okay? So we're going to go ahead and put on some butter on top here. Get this all melted in here. And I'm gonna use the raspberry sauce just because I made it, right? And it is really, really good. So just put a little bit of raspberry sauce on here. And you're good to go. The butter's sliding all over the place. But I'm not gonna chomp into these this time, but you're just gonna have to trust me that these are delicious. Try them at home. And thank you for visiting me today on my channel, Ethnic Creative Cooking. Make sure that you come back and that you subscribe and hit the bell, and that you share this with your friends. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.